Hey guys, in this short video I want to give an update about the Pixel's DnD Beyond integration, since the last video is now already half a year old and some things have changed. Okay, first of all, for all of you who want to install the extension, go to the Chrome Web Store, search for Pixel's DnD Beyond integration and install it. You find a link to it also in the video description. Okay, once you've done that, I also highly recommend to go into your Chrome flags and enable this flag here. Use the new permissions backend for web-bluetooth. It allows you to automatically reconnect to your dice, so you don't have to manually do so every time. All right. Now I want to go to the character sheet first. So the extension now works with the character sheet and it works with the encounter builder. But let's start here, as this is probably where most of you want to use the dice. And you can see you have pixel mode here, connect to pixels up here, and you also have this little pixels info box here that you can open by clicking on this little icon here. And you can see we have currently no pixel dice connected, and let's change that. So you click on connect to pixels, make sure you have a pixel dice active in your near your computer, and you also need a Bluetooth dongle or integrated Bluetooth. Okay, let's pair to one of the D20s. Let me connect to this obsidian black one here. You can see it lights up blue and then green. That tells you that it's now properly connected. All right, now we can do a roll with them. But let's start with intelligence check. I can click on that, and you can see my obsidian black D20 lit up. Let me roll it. And I've rolled a 15. Plus the 5 of the intelligence check is a 20. This also shows up in the game log, so you see it there, and everyone else who's in the same campaign as you on DnD Beyond will also see a roll just like normal. Yeah, all right. The interesting thing is, if you, for example, just have a D20, you don't need to fiddle around with pixel mode anymore or something. You can just click on the 1d8 plus 5 here, for example. I don't have a D8 connected. I click on it, and a virtual D8 will roll. This goes for all die types where you don't have a pixel 4 connected. So, let's change that. Let's connect one of the let's connect my D8 here. So I pair them again, I select my D8, pair it, it will light up. And for example, if I now click on the 1d8 plus 5, it will instead light up my D8, and I can now roll it. And I rolled a 7. 7 plus 5, 12. All right. The setting that allows this, if you click on the dice overview and settings here, is the when using pixel mode, use virtual dice when no pixel die of a type is connected. This setting is enabled by default. I would highly recommend to keep this enabled, and then it works like a charm. You don't need to do anything. It just works. All right. The other settings here, the only other I would highly suggest to enable is the one below it here, make false positives when rolling less likely. This will allow you to prevent false positives. So as of September 2024, a lot of dice, or a lot of the times, your die will spew out a false positive when picking it up, for example, and this tries to minimize it. All right. Of course, this you can do everything here. You can roll every die type as long as you have connected. I won't go over all of them now. It's the same. But what I will do is you can also do custom rolls. So for example, if I just want to roll a D20 without a skill check, I can also take it and just roll it. And you can see I get a custom roll. This also works for D100 rolls. So if you have a D10 and D0 pixel die, let me pair them both up. The D10, and where is my D0? You can also take both of them together and it will do a D100 roll. and I had a 0 and a 1. That's together a 1. All right. Yeah, as I said, this will work with every die type. Let's go over to the encounter builder. Let's go into encounters here. The die will temporarily disconnect here, as you can see. And I think I have an encounter already prepared for this. Let's go into this one. You can see I can say run encounter. This encounter is absolute bananas, of course, but I wanted to have a lot of stuff here. You can see my die already reconnect because I have this Chrome flag enabled. Normally you would have to go ahead and click on connect to pixels and do so for every die type that you want to connect, for every die. But yeah, let's say I want to roll as a ice devil, yeah, and I want to roll a constitution check. So I click on here, and again the d20 will light up, and you can roll your die. And you can see, as normal on the encounter builder, you roll to yourself. Okay, now the last thing I want to show you is rolling advantage or disadvantage. This also works on the character sheet like normal. For example, if I want to roll this constitution check with advantage, I can right click on the roll, select advantage, disadvantage, and hit roll with pixels. Now I have to roll 2 d20s. I can decide either I can roll 1 d20 2 times, or I can roll 2 d20s once. I will start with 1 d20 twice. So we have a 3 and a 13. So 13 is the higher number, and the advantage happens. Let's connect my other d20 now to show you that also 2 dice at the same time work for this. Yeah, my dev kit here. Okay, this one is really bright, so don't worry about that. But now I can, for example, let's do disadvantage on whatever, wisdom here. Both pixels, now both will light up. And I rolled a 3 and a 16. So yeah, the 3 is the low number, so it gets selected for the disadvantage. Also, if you're worrying why some of the dice have these defects, those are production samples, those are prototype dice, so don't worry about that. I've gotten them for testing this integration. All right, yeah, those are the most important things. Of course, you can also do, if you have like a weapon here at the bottom, let's connect a d6 so I can show you. Since this monster here only has d6 rolls, apparently, I think you can see the d6 doesn't show up. It's because it's probably gone to sleep because it isn't used. Now here it is. Okay. If that happens, just shake them a bit so they wake up. Okay, if we go now to the bite here, it has whatever, this damage here. Let's select crit damage. I can also roll crit damage, and I have to roll it. Normally it's 2d6s, but now it's 4d6s I have to roll. So 1, 2. This one didn't register. You saw that had no animation here. 5, 4, and now the last one. Okay, the 2. Yeah, so that happens. That is a side effect sometimes of the setting that we enabled earlier. The make false positives when rolling less likely setting, that sometimes can lead to false negatives because you were too fast rolling it. But yeah, this is all you need to know about the Pixels DnD Beyond integration as of September 2024. Have a nice day, and until the next one, see ya.